Hi, welcome to Divinely Guided Tarot. And this reading is for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. So I just want to touch base with what's going on. It is a new moon, so this is the time to manifest, release, manifest, and just put out your true intentions out there. The new moon was January 6th and today is January 7th. So within the 3-day period, this is a really good time to just manifest and just put out your intentions out there. And so I've gone ahead and asked a couple questions, and I've laid out a couple cards already. So the first card, and the question was, what do twin flames need to know? Because this is a twin flame reading. And so with the activation card that came out today, synergy. And so synergy is the origin of the word synergy means working together. So I feel like there's a pull, and a 41 is a 5. So this is a pull for a change, for truly wanting to accept something different. Okay. What the card says, it says the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working and thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting creations come into play for us. And so with this card, it's just saying that, you know, either you or Divine Masculine need to really come together and work together. And what the universe is trying to do is bring you together, both, okay? The pink in here, of course, is Divine Feminine, the Divine Feminine energy that, you know, promotes love and nurturing, stillness, and receptivity, okay? And then the yellow and the green color represents the new energy through clarity, beauty, and exhilaration. So if you see the card, the pink is pretty much almost covering the yellow and the green, which means, I feel that it just means that, you know, Divine Feminine's power is getting stronger as far as her Divine Masculine being able to feel him, you know, feel him or her. You take what resonates, guys, and you know if your DM is a man or a woman, or if your Divine Feminine is a man or a woman, you know that, okay? So, and I don't want to offend anybody because, you know, I just want to say that. But, so this little opening in the card right here, if you look really close, there's an opening. This is an opening in the brain and in the conscious, the subconscious, that allows change to come in, okay? So I feel that with the pink being the dominant color, it's just saying that perhaps Divine Masculine is changing and really trying to accept the journey with the twin flame journey, okay? Because it does say allowing and trying to allow, okay? And so this is representing the channel that allows like new energies and new concepts to come in. So I do feel, and it is a 5, so there is some change going on, okay? And then I asked, with the next 4 cards, I asked, what do Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine need to know, and what is blocking them, and, you know, what do they need to know as far as moving forward together. And the one that came out, actually forgiveness came out first, and then relationships. So with the forgiveness card, this is pretty much saying, like, you can't control what others do. You can only control what you do. So in whatever situation Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine are, they need to forgive in order to allow something new to form. Okay, so it could be, because I did ask the question for both, not just for one. So there could be some divine femmes that haven't truly allowed forgiveness, because if you were able to allow forgiveness, the channel for coming together and synergy happening, it would be open. Okay. And I'm sensing too that divine masculine hasn't forgiven. Divine masculine actually hasn't forgiven himself. I feel like there's a lot of self mutilation going on, like mutilation as far as mental, okay, like mental blockages, because like I said, you can't control what other people do and think or do. But if you can't forgive, excuse me guys, if you can't forgive, then you can't change, and you just can't allow positive things to come in. So you have to forgive. And so if you're bitter and really sitting there wondering why you haven't got a call or why they're not there, then you're not really healing from this process. You're just pretty much still stuck in a rut. Okay? And that's hard to hear, and that's hard to say, but it's what's excuse me, it is what's being told to me to relay. Okay? So forgiveness needs to be at play for both divine masculine and divine feminine. And I feel that divine masculine is beating himself up more than divine feminine is beating up divine masculine, if that makes sense. Okay, so divine masculine is really distraught in his head, because he feels excuse me, he feels that he I feel like he feels like you will not forgive him or her. So if this doesn't change, then you're really stuck in the same place. Okay. And then the next card that came out is relationships. Excuse me. It's like whenever I turn the camera on, I start getting choking. I start choking. I don't know why. Sorry, guys. So with relationships, that is basically telling you that you attract relationships that come into your life, whether they be family, friends, lovers. It's not a coincidence that you meet and that you attract people into your life. Okay. Excuse me. The people in our lives are drawn to us and are here for a reason. They all teach you a lesson. They could come in really short and be in your life very shortly, but you still have a lesson that they teach you. And then some of them, they just sort of disappear, and you never see them again. But there's no coincidence. And when someone appears in your life, you really have to just see what is not resolved, as far as like understanding a person and learning lessons from them. Okay, if that makes sense. But you draw others to you like magnets, and they learn from you and you learn from them. Okay, so the card says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So I feel that you can't like think to yourself, oh, why did I meet this divine masculine, and why has God brought him to me and then taken him away? It's like it was meant to be. There's not a coincidence. It is what it is, and you attracted each other. You were attracted to each other because you were vibrating on the same level. Okay, and of course that's your counterpart, and it is your twin soul. So this is telling you, don't and it could be for divine masculine that message is coming up, because I do feel like divine masculine somehow is still in his head about this relationship and this connection, because for some of you, you haven't been in communication. Okay, so you haven't been in communication with them. So I can just sort of see divine masculine really questioning himself whether or not divine feminine is still there waiting. Not necessarily waiting, but will still be there once he's healed and comes back. Okay, so that is something that I do see that they the divine masculines in that I'm reaching, they do really question the connection, and they're really stuck in their head not forgiving, and so they can't go forward. Okay, so the next card that came out is surrender. Okay, and so this is interesting. The card says I can release my need to control. And so this is something that needs to be worked on, surrendering, because I don't feel like either divine masculine or divine feminine could be surrendering right now. I feel like for some divine femmes, you know, there's still work to be done, because I do get the question all the time. It's like, you know, they haven't contacted me. Why haven't they contacted me if they love me so much? Well, it's not about that. It's not an ordinary love. And I've said this before. It's about a lot of work. You have to keep yourself busy. And the best way to really surrender and let go of control is to really go out there and service other people, in a sense where, like, charity work, or for me, I work with seniors. I go twice a week to a senior home, and I've been doing this for going on 7 years. And I do their hair. And I treat them civil. I treat them like they're still, you know, part of the human race, even though they don't communicate with me. And this is how I pay back my bad karma, by servicing time. And any time that I do anything, it's like I keep myself busy, so I'm not always stuck in my head. I'm not stuck in my head wondering what divine masculine is. And so in a sense, it's like I'm surrendering. And the more that I surrender, the more I feel change. I feel change for me and for my divine masculine. Okay, so perhaps you need to surrender to the journey and really heal, and really just any time you have, if you start thinking that negative pattern of where is he and why haven't I heard from him, or stuff like that, it's like, keep yourself busy. Go online and start learning about energies and chakras, and just open up your mind, and then things just sort of fall in your lap and things start happening for you. Okay, and so then with the acceptance that came out, the card says, I am learning to accept the things that cannot change. And this is beautiful, because this is where the synergy, there are two different decks, guys. So this is where the synergy and the acceptance is coming into play, because I do feel like the feminine energy is getting bigger, and it's covering more of a mass for divine masculine, I'm sorry. Because, you know, with the divine feminine, it's all about love and surrendering and just being very powerful. So I do feel like, because of your energy that you have, that you're sending to your divine masculine, you're able to heal each other, and you're able to create change within an energy and a connection. Okay, so with the acceptance card also, you have to realize that it sort of goes to play with the forgiveness card, because you can't control what other people are doing around you. So you have to accept things for what they are. You really can't put too much stress on you. Okay, maybe it's a person or a situation that you don't agree with, or whatever's happening for that moment. Instead of having like reactions based on emotion, stop and just really assess the situation and see things different. That way you can accept things that come in. And this message could be for divine masculine or divine feminine, because I did ask the question to be for both, because you are connected, you are a twin soul. So you know, these questions do refer to both of you, because you are connected. A lot of times when I think about things, I feel like I'm thinking about things for my divine masculine, because things come in my head and I'm thinking, but I'm not going through that situation. I'm not feeling uncomfortable. I'm not feeling sad. I'm not feeling this or that. And then I stop and I realize, I assess the situation. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to accept what I'm feeling, because it's not my feeling. It's actually divine masculine's feeling. But because you're twins, you feel everything. And it is an amazing journey. But once you surrender, all these things start to come into play. And I do feel that there's been a change. I feel like there's been a change. I've been having dreams of just being in the snow. And just in my area, there's no such thing as snow. It doesn't snow in Southern California, guys. But it's been cold. And but I've been dreaming about just being in snow. And so I was thinking, what does this mean? So I looked it up, and excuse me, I need water, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. So I looked up what the meaning of snow is, and it said it's reaching completing a cycle. It's when you're almost done with something and something new is going to come in. And immediately I thought, oh my gosh, that's amazing, because if that's a dream coming in for me, it could possibly be happening for divine masculine as well. Well, where there is going to be a change, because a cycle is being completed. Okay. And I still am continuing to see 8s, and I'm still continuing. I see a little bit of 7s, not too much, but now I'm starting to see 9. And so when I'm seeing 9s, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this dream is true, because I'm getting closer to seeing 10s, which is a completion and starting over, which I do really believe in numerology and seeing signs, because they are signs from the universe. And numbers are a language, okay? So I sort of got excited, because I've been having those dreams about snow. So that could be relevant to you guys too, because we're all connected in this journey, in this twin flame journey, okay? So I thought you would like to know that. So let's get on with the read. I did meditate, and I did form some questions for you. So let's see what happens, okay? And if I didn't say welcome, I hope I did. Sometimes I don't remember what I say, guys. I don't even know what I say half the time, but welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're new. And for you supporters, thank you so much for those of you who've been supporting me by donating, because I do feel like Spirit is just shifting me into just doing more readings and trying to find more time for me to be at home so I can help you guys. And so the donations are really helping, because I feel I'm being phased out of my normal earthly jobs that I've done before in the past, and I'm not that busy. So your donations are helping me greatly to keep this running, and I truly, truly appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Okay, so the first question I want to know, Spirit, for divine masculine. Well, okay, I haven't asked, but okay, let's see what it is. Doors to spirit. Okay, so this is a 5. So see, there's a change where I do feel that divine masculine is being more spiritual. Okay, and this is a change. This is a shift, which is beautiful, because I don't believe that divine masculine was as spiritual as divine femme right from the get-go. Okay. But I want to know, Spirit, what is the current energy and state of mind for divine masculine currently? Okay. Storm warning, and that's a 10. I'm telling you. And it is a storm, and I'm telling you, I've been dreaming about snowing. Okay, so this is what's going on. Okay, so with the storm warning, this is pretty much talking about a cycle that is ending. This is talking about a lot of turmoil. So right now, your divine masculine could be going through a lot of turmoil, where he's just drowning in fear. Just like my chest is really heavy. Like there's a lot of arguing. See the water is very choppy, where I totally feel like divine masculine usually is calmed by water. because water is just very soothing. But in this card, it's just so choppy that it leads me to believe that divine masculine and the karmic partner are not really seeing eye to eye, okay? And so, but it is like saying, because it is a 10, the storm is moving away, okay? So perhaps at this very moment, divine masculine and the karmic partner are not really seeing eye to eye. And see, this is another card speaking of anxiety. There's a lot of stress going on right now, a lot of anxiety. You know, if you haven't heard from your divine masculine, really send him a lot of love right now and strength, because I have been getting this pull that something's happening. And I've been getting this pull since Christmas. Like the last read I did, Christmas Eve, it was just like really heavy. And I feel it's because they're really trying to break free from where they are, and they're full of anxiety and they don't know what to do. But look at this card is a 9, 9, 10. Okay, oh, here's another 9. I'm telling you, I'm seeing 9s now, guys, which is a step, because for the longest time it stayed like at 5, 6, 7s, 8s, very little time, but now 9s. 9s are everywhere for me, which is awesome, guys. Okay, notice your numbers out there. But see, there's broken heart. There's a broken heart. Wow. Okay, so this is just telling me, you know, divine masculine did have some kind of love for the karmic partner, and that is okay. But I do feel like there's some broken heart. There's some truth that's been exposed, something that's just really like stabbed them in the heart. Like there's like stab marks in the heart, okay? And just tears. But like I said, it's a 9, and I think this is pushing. This is pushing for everything to go away and start over and just be free and clear. So the question was what is the current energy and state of mind? So see, it's like there's just loneliness, there's sadness, there's heartbreak. I just don't think that your divine masculine is out there just having a good grand time and is happy. Yeah, no. There's a lot of sadness here, okay? And then the final card that popped out is the garden and the gate. And so this card is saying, and this is where there's a new beginning out there, okay? And this is where in the past, divine masculine has really been holding back and really has not passed the gate to freedom and to go out and explore new things. Because see, divine masculine holds the key to open this gate and just start over. There's a butterfly here. These butterflies represent a new beginning, okay? So this card represents taking that step and really accepting change, okay? Like accepting change, just like this card is. And I do feel like there's an opening here where change is starting to really come in, and divine masculine is really realizing, oh my gosh, this is not where I want to be. This is truly where I don't want to be anymore. And I just feel like there's been a lot of stagnation because there's a lot of pride still, and didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave the karmic partner. But I do feel like, okay, with the 3, it's having sound like becoming one, okay? Having clarity, mind, body, and spirit, becoming a one, okay? So I do feel like there is a shift for divine masculine, and it is really a spiritual change, okay? Which by having a spiritual change, they can truly heal and move forward and let go of the past, which, like I said, with the storm warning, the storm is going away. It's not coming towards. So it could be already happening right now, or it's going to happen pretty soon, where something's happening where I think they're getting ready to walk away, because this card is like pushing to go away, okay? So let's see what happens, guys. Let's see. And that is the state of mind of divine masculine right now, okay? And the energy. But I do feel like they feel divine femme a lot. So All right. I'm just getting the cards I'm going to use. Sorry, guys. I always get called to do different cards. I don't know. Okay, so for the Twin Flame Collective, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Look it just sort of popped out of my hand. Did not want to ask. So Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups could be walking away from turmoil, which I do feel that is true, because with the storm warning, it is going away, and it is a 10. It is walking away, okay? Leaving something that doesn't serve you behind. But it's also it could be walking away, and depending on how many cards come out or what cards come out around it, it could be walking too. So see, someone is left here. With this card, this is the karmic partner. I do truly believe this is the karmic partner, and this is Divine Masculine walking away. Walking away, looking for that other cup, the other 2 cups, okay? So definitely, let's see what happens. Let's see if that comes out, because it did pop out on my finger right now. But the question is what is currently happening to Divine Masculine that Divine Feminine doesn't know? What is happening to Divine Masculine that Divine Feminine doesn't know, isn't aware of? Oh, I caught him. Okay, so sorry. Sorry, cards. Okay, so the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot definitely is movement. It is a 7. It is absolutely coming to terms with themselves, knowing that they need to change. It is victory within themselves. It is a healing card. It is destiny. It is a yin and yang energy because of the 2 lions, the masculine and the feminine energy. And see, in this deck, this person is holding on. I can't tell what he's holding on to, but I feel like there's just insight. Like there's just insight, and there's just something guiding him to move, okay? And this is a destiny card, so it could be just the universe finally saying enough is enough. It's time to move. This is action. This is when you've made plans, and now you need to move, okay? And then the Queen of Wands came out. And so with the Queen of Wands, this is the energy of having a newfound passion, a newfound love. The Queen of Wands energy, of course, it could be a person, but it's not relevant to that, because I didn't ask that. The question is, what is going on? So I do feel like there's a newfound love inside of Divine Masculine, and it could be that love that is held for Divine Feminine, and almost like realizing that it's not going anywhere. See the little kitty right here? This is intuition. This is guidance right here, the little kitty. So I do feel like something inside. See, he's holding his heart right here. So I feel like the heart is finally pumping, and it's like making a move, because now there's some blood pumping, and there's something formed in the head that says go, okay? Have victory, have love in your life. And see the wands right here, they're growing. It's growing. There's a passion that's growing in Divine Masculine, okay? And then the Knight of Swords. So there's quick changes, I'm telling you. There is some quick changes right now. So with the Knight of Swords, this is just coming in quickly. You could just, get a message out of nowhere. And this is having clarity. You see this? This is having clarity and leaving that that stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. It's not helping you. It's leaving it behind. This is Divine Masculine leaving the karmic partner behind. Okay, this is it. There's been a lot of fighting recently, and I mean this I feel like this week right now, there's a lot of fighting. I'm telling you, I feel it. I just feel it. There's a lot of fighting going on. My Divine Masculine has asked me for help, and I'm just really sending a lot of support and strength. And I don't know if you guys feel it as well, but I do feel like things are starting to shift, And I know I say that a lot, but I mean, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of 9s now. So it's almost completing a cycle. If you guys are feeling the same thing, please let me know down below, because I want to know, you know, I do feel like we're all in the same soul family, the ones that I reach on here, okay? But be expecting some kind of message that just come out of the blue. Just out of the blue, something that's going to come in quickly. There's a lot of fast change. There's a lot of clarity going on. And this is what's happening. This is what's happening. It pretty much reiterates with the energy and the state of mind that's going on right now for Divine Masculine. Okay? You'll hear my dog. Sorry, guys. Okay, see at the bottom of the deck is the star, which is healing, which is a connection that's being driven by spirituality. Okay, and then at the top is the 7 of Wands, which is standing his ground. I'm telling you, Divine Masculine is, I think it's done. He's just done. He's done of the heartbreak, just done. A lot of lies. I hear a lot of lies, a lot of things just coming out. A lot of just exposing the karmic the karmic partner, and just really voicing it now, because I feel that in the past, this Divine Masculine, this group of Divine Masculines that I've been reaching, they've been holding in, they've been taking it. Like, I feel like there's been some kind of just, besides bad names, bad calling, I feel like there's been some kind of hitting, some kind of just brutal actions by the karmic partner, where in the past I believe that Divine Masculine just let it slide and just let the karmic partner do whatever. And I feel like now they're standing their ground and they're not taking that crap anymore. They're just not taking it. It's done. It's like, I just feel it. They're really trying to shift out of that and opening up to Divine Femme a lot more, okay? And so my next question is, Spirit, at this time, has Divine Masculine forgot about Divine Femme? Has Divine Masculine forgotten about Divine Feminine? And this is a question I know that you guys must ask. So I'm asking it for you, because I get it. At this time, has Divine Masculine... no, look at this. No, they have not forgotten you. Look at this. Oh my gosh, guys. Beautiful. 2 of Cups. See? And here's another kitty. The kitty is intuition and knowing. You're vibrating at the same level with the kitty. This is most women should have kitties because they vibrate at a high rate, and this is what it's telling me. You're vibrating at the same vibration, okay? So you're attracting each other, and there's the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. So no. See, you bring them luck. With the beetle being here, you bring them luck, okay? They feel lucky with you. They feel secure. They feel love. So they have not forgotten you. And a lot of the questions come out of meditation. So I tap into your energies, and I feel like you guys are asking these questions. These are the questions that you guys are asking, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's a new beginning coming out, okay? Because we live in the 3D. The 3D being the material world that we live in on Earth, okay? This is a new beginning. There's growth here, okay? And you see this path. The path is leading to a new beginning with your twin flame. Oh, beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. I hope you guys feel it. I feel the energy. I feel like there's a lot of love there for Divine Femme. And heck no, I haven't forgotten. I heard heck no, I haven't forgotten. Okay. So they're still there. They're still here with you, even though you don't think so. Okay. Look at that. 3 of Cups is at the bottom, okay? This is celebrating. This is not third party. This is celebrating and being happy, because I feel like they've had enough turmoil. They're ready to release that crap, okay? And then there's the wishes being completed right here with the 9 of Cups below that. And oh my goodness, look at the top of the deck is the 4 of Wands, which is, of course, the wedding card, okay? Commitment, happiness, growth, just love, okay? Oh, so if you fear that your divine masculine has forgotten you and it has totally left you out in the cold, don't think that. Don't think that at all, okay? They're telling me, no, I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten you. Okay, so the next question is, what are divine masculine's true desires and intentions for divine feminine? What are divine masculine's true desires and intentions for divine feminine, please? Which we already saw that at the bottom. Ooh, nice. Okay, so the Heffron, this is where, there's wisdom. There's wisdom here now. And I think I said this where I feel like with the forgiveness card at the beginning, divine masculine really didn't know if divine feminine was still there, and really I feel like divine masculine is torn up by it, and that's where the heartbreak comes. The heartbreak is not coming from the karmic partner, okay? The heartbreak is coming from not being with divine feminine. But with this Heffron right here, this is wisdom. This is having knowledge of it now. This is having a full strength knowledge inside that he's meant to be, he or she is meant to be with their divine femme, okay? So this is tradition. This is values that are like old school traditions. This is holding keys and just pretty much moving to a happy committed relationship, okay? And this is going to happen soon with the Wheel of Fortune. This is that saying, this is another 10, guys. So we've got a 10 here and a 10 here, which is saying that there's a cycle that's been completed. And I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel it all over. When I had that dream about the snow, I was just like, what? And I kept having it and I kept seeing it. And I'm thinking, what the heck is this? And then I looked it up and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we're almost to a 10. Like, that is amazing, okay? So something with the karmic partner is coming to an end because it is completing a cycle and the karma has been fulfilled, okay? And perhaps if the karmic partner still has the hold on divine masculine is ready to walk away from it and just throw in the towel. This 5 of Swords is a healing, okay? This is walking away as well as the 8 of Cups, but in a sense where I feel like, okay, 5 of Swords, it's just like really not wanting to put up with any bull poop anymore, okay? No more bullshit. It's done. So it's really surrendering to it. And it could be that divine masculine walks away from it and has a loss in finance, has a loss in a property, has a loss somewhere along the line. There's a loss, okay? But see, the water is calm. It brings peace. And surrender. There's a surrender with this card. Surrendering to it and letting it go, not holding on to it any longer. So beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I'm sorry, I'm going to get some more water. Okay, so let's see. The next question. Oh, so the question was, what are the true desires? So definitely it's to start over. The desire is to come back, surrender, and move away from where divine masculine is and start over, start new, having a new beginning, which is very indicative of the very first card that came out, the activation card, that is saying you're allowing. See, divine masculine is finally allowing this connection to come in, whereas they've been hardened to it before, in the past, okay? They've been hardened to it, but now it's coming too. I feel it, and I don't know if you feel it too, but I feel it, guys, stronger than ever. Okay, so let me know if some of you have gotten some kind of call or even met up with yours, or even know that they're leaving the karmic partner, because I do feel like there's a lot of endings of karmic partners and divine masculines. Okay, so let me know if you're one of them. I'm very curious to know. Very curious. Okay, so my next question is, let's see. Okay, so does divine... Okay, so with the Page of Pentacles, it just popped out. I haven't asked the full question, but this is something that's been brought to Divine Masculine's attention. This is a learning. This is something that has come out for him. Something that it could be about money. It could be about his work, his money, his or her money or job or something like this, where something's been exposed. Perhaps he's been really working on money and making it grow. And perhaps I'm hearing it's a positive message. So I feel like this is, in a sense, something of good news for Divine Masculine, okay, with money, okay? And like I said, it just popped out, so I wanted to share that with you. Okay, does Divine Masculine plan to return to Divine Feminine soon? Does Divine Masculine plan, is there a plan in the works to return to Divine Feminine soon, please? For the Twin Flame Collective, please. There is clarity. Oh, okay. There's clarity. There is, sorry guys, one fell. Okay, so with King of Swords, this is yes. Because the question is, does he plan to return? And yes, so there is clarity. And this is where there's spirituality now with the falcon, the red falcon right here. There's like the blinders are off and everything's being seen clearly. There is movement, and there is victory. You see this sword that is planted on the ground through a crown. This is victory. There is success. So yes, he is planning. I do believe that there is planning to come together, and there's just a little bit of fear of knowing whether or not Divine Femme will accept the offer, okay? Only because there's been so much time. And what I'm getting, what they're saying is that, he will not forgive himself because he feels like, he or she feels like they turned you away before, okay? This is what that means with the water spilling down. It's like they're so scared that you will not forgive them, that because they've turned you down before, but they weren't ready before. They were not ready, okay? And so the gift is still there. There's a race for, I feel like with this Four of Cups, there's a race, they're saying there's a race for time. And how can I explain that? Where they think that too much time has lapsed, so they're scared to come back. But they are planning this. And see, the reason they're feeling this way, the reason Divine Masculines are feeling this way is good old Temperance, okay? This is, I want to say it's Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel. This is where they're having, maybe it's Rachel. Might be Rachel. Sorry, guys. I'd have to look that up. I remember too much stuff and I can't remember everything. But this is where the universe is pretty much enlightening Divine Masculine. It's like everywhere he goes, he's getting signals and a pull to come together with Divine Feminine. And I truly feel that's why with the Five of Swords, there's got to be a surrender to it. There's got to be a surrender to it. And it's not going anywhere for them, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups right here, it's not going anywhere for them. So they may be being bombarded in dreams. They may be being bombarded with synchronicities as far as numbers and seeing the same numbers and questioning, like, what does that mean? Okay, like, it's really interesting, very interesting. I know, let me share a story with you. I told you I work with seniors, and these seniors have Alzheimer's, okay? So they don't remember anything. But for me, I treat them like they're people. And some of them that do talk, they tell you the same story over and over. And I get asked the same question. How many kids do you have? Where do you live? How long have you been doing this? Do you do everybody's hair? And it's like always the same questions, okay? But every time they ask me the question, I treat them with respect and I tell them, I answer their question like it was the first time I heard it. And so this one day I was doing a new gentleman, and he doesn't talk. He just sits with his head down, and he does not talk. But after I cut his hair, I took him to this little kitchenette, like this kind of kitchenette setting that they have outside the salon. And so I sat there with him, and I was coloring with him. And I was coloring with him and another little man that is really drawn to me for some reason. But we were drawing pumpkins, and this is around Thanksgiving, and I was still seeing sevens. 777, like I was seeing them crazy everywhere. And so then this little man, out of nowhere, I had the same sensation when I met Divine Masculine, where there was a tunnel, we were in a tunnel, and everybody else was just going in their own little space, doing their own thing. And this man, out of nowhere, he turns his face, and mind you, he does not move his head, because they get in these little they all sort of drop their head, and they don't hold their head up anymore, and they don't respond to anybody. But I was sitting there coloring with him and this other little man. We're coloring pumpkins, and I didn't realize I was coloring the word faith on top of the pumpkin. And then the man that I had just cut his hair, he looks at me, and out of the blue, he just says, "What is 777?" And when he said the second 7, I was like, oh my God, he's going to ask me, what is 777? And I was like, this is crazy. Well, I feel like Divine Masculine channeled through that man and asked me, what is 777? Because I feel like they are bombarded with signs. Just as much as you are, they are bombarded with signs. And that's why I want to share that story with you, because it was just amazing. This man that has Alzheimer's doesn't even talk, doesn't even look you in the eye. And he just turns his head, his whole neck, and he looks to the left where I was sitting, and he asked me, and I just got up in front of him and I looked, where do you see that? And he just says, what does it mean? And I was like, I was blown away, like so blown away. And there's just so many little signs that Spirit gives me. And that was one of them. So this Temperance card is telling me they're being bombarded by the universe, by the angels. They're being so bombarded to come back to Divine Feminine in order to create that high vibration. Because as a twin flame, you heal the earth. You heal this universe that we're in, because there's so much hate. Okay? So when you come together, you vibrate at such a high level that it heals the planet. Is that not amazing? Like, that is an amazing journey. It's not an ordinary love, guys, okay? So I did have to share that with you, and I hope you like that. I'm not sure, but I was pulled to tell you that story. So don't worry, the universe is on your side, and they are trying to push your Divine Masculine back together with you, okay? And there's that 9 of Cups again, where a wish is fulfilled, your wish and his wish. His or her, okay? And see, the Death is right underneath. So this is telling me a cycle's ending. Yes, yes, yes. And it is coming. It is coming with a message, okay? So I would like to know, let's see. I would like to know what hinders Divine Masculine currently from moving forward to be with Divine Femme. What hinders Divine Masculine at this time? What is hindering? Ooh, sorry. Okay, so there could still be some kind of manipulation as far as from the karmic partner, where they're being urged to walk away, okay? So there is something that's still controlling them. And I'm telling you, I do feel it's that hold that the karmic partner has, okay, on them. But it is shifting, it is changing, because with this Page of Wands in this deck, it's talking about leaving. You see that? Leaving. And who are they leaving behind? Okay, so you can gather that for yourself, okay? But there is a new beginning coming in. And really, with the Devil card, it's also saying, perhaps, I'm not sure if you're a Divine Masculine, drinks a lot, or maybe takes pills, But I feel like they have to get away from that as well, okay? The connection with the karmic partner and divine masculine at the very beginning might have been just sexual attraction, okay? And then really not realizing who they were, they got in too deep, okay? But I do feel like they're telling me, Spirit is telling me that perhaps divine masculine really needs to heal from alcohol, using too much alcohol and drugs, only because they've been numbing themselves. They've been numbing themselves. And Spirit is saying that at this time, divine masculine spends a lot of time out of the home, for whatever excuse they can make, because they don't want to be around the karmic partner. They make up any excuse to be out of the home. They only come home to sleep, and when it's to sleep, it's to sleep. It's not to be doing any of this, okay? And that was a message, if that makes any sense for anybody. Okay, so, but I do feel like there's some kind of, maybe divine masculine is trying to clean up his act as far as drinking and drugs, okay? And I feel like that could touch in, for some of you, not all of you, for some of you. Take what resonates, guys, okay? Not every single message I receive, it's gonna resonate with you, okay? I hope it does, but it doesn't, okay? If it doesn't, it's okay. Take what makes you feel right in the heart. And so that's what's hindering, okay? And it could be a little bit of the karmic partner as well. So I would like to know, at this very minute, what is the message that divine masculine would like divine feminine to know? At this very minute, please, Spirit. What is the message that divine masculine... Okay, let's see the ones that flipped over. Okay, and I'm going to take that one too. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, be at peace. Like they know that you're there. They feel that you're there, okay? Let's see. Also, don't be too much in your head, okay? It is a Four of Swords. It is calling for rest. It is calling for just peace, okay? But they're telling you, don't be so much in your head. And they also want you to know that they feel you. They feel you through meditation, because see, he's meditating, he's resting. So they feel your presence, okay? And they want you to know this, okay? And also that there's passion there for you. There's a lot of love there. And they want to come quickly. They want to come and just really start over. With this Knight of Wands is starting over and pretty much having a newfound love within themselves too, okay? And yes, see, with the Star card, it's pretty much saying the same thing. With this card right here, they feel the connection. They feel that it's like no other. Yeah, there's a lot of spirituality that's been coming out. And instead of hiding from it, I feel like divine masculine is finally throwing in the towel, and they're walking away, probably from, manipulation and drugs and alcohol. Okay, this is something that's going on for some of them, but there's still a lot of passion there that they hold for you. Okay, and this is another destiny card. This is being pulled together. This is having a knowing and a clarity. And even though the vases are not touching the water, they're still connected. You're still connected to them, okay? And that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. I want to see, do I finish that last question? Okay, I'm going to ask a karmic partner question, guys. If you don't want to hear it, shut it off. I want to know, Spirit, what is currently happening with the karmic partner and divine masculine? I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know what is happening currently with divine masculine and the karmic partner. Oh my gosh. Did you see how that jumped out? It's the end. I'm telling you, it's the end. Like, I feel it definitely. It's over. It's surrendering to that karmic cycle, and it's over. It's like done. There's no feeling there. There's no love. Absolutely no love. Do you see that? There is no love. It's over. It's not the death of the person. It's just the death of the relationship, guys. And that's, in a sense, beautiful, I think. This is odd because typically when I ask, a lot of cards pop out and it's like they don't want to say anything else. It's just over. But look what's at the bottom. What does this mean? What does this mean? This is mean divine masculine is trying to get to a happier time. This is a soulmate card in a sense as well, where they're returning, okay? They're returning. Oh my gosh, like I love it. And so there's a little bit of work that's there, that's coming too, but it's returning to divine femme and ending this bitter, unhappy. I'm telling you, I feel like there's been fights, not so much divine masculine fighting or hitting the karmic, but the karmic hitting. This is an abusive. The one that I'm reaching today, this karmic partner is abusive. Oh, so no wonder it's like divine masculine is tired of it and just wants to surrender, because I do feel like this group of divine masculines that I'm reaching in the past is just taking it because he's a good man. He's really a good man. Okay. So that's what's happening, and nothing else came out. I'm not going to ask anymore because I don't really want to know about her, but I do want to know what's happening, if you know what I mean. I'm going to take one more deck just to see what comes out for you. And I did ask in the very beginning, when I had the other cards pulled out, I had asked the Whispers of Love what you needed to know about divine masculine, and it's awesome because I did keep them up, but I'll shuffle some more so you can get more messages. But see, this is Spirit's guide to divine masculine and to yourself, okay, to focus on love, okay. And I love these cards. Like, these are the most beautiful cards. So it says focus on love and look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. So yeah, no matter who comes into your life, focus on the love, okay? Because when you have love, it lifts your vibration up, okay? And it could pretty much be telling divine masculine, focus on love, forget about the heartache and start something new. Focus, because it is for five, it's having spirituality and just being balanced. When you talk about vibration, a number 6 is what is a true spiritual vibration, whereas it's peace, okay? So spiritual connection, this is saying the relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime, and heck yeah, it does. You see how okay, so if you really stop and think about that, this relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So you've known each other in the past. You can pretty much connect to each other. You see how they're connecting through the 3rd chakra? This is definitely telling me. And guys, I didn't show you these before, but I'm showing you now. But look how much sense this makes. Because look at with the 4 of Swords. What did I tell you? They meditate and they feel you. They feel you when you meditate. And so if you're not practicing meditation, you sort of lose control of this feeling and the telepathic connection that you have and the feeling that you have that you share between each other, okay? And then choose love. So definitely I was like, this is definitely a message for divine masculine to choose love. And look at this. Oh, look at that. Is just beautiful, okay? What the card says is choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. And I think that coincides with one of the messages that came out in the front too, where you have to accept to choose it, okay? And I do feel like they've been hard to choosing it, just for whatever reason, okay? And then the final one that came out was be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So divine masculine really needs to come out and just be him, okay? Him or her. And this is a number 3. This is a number 3 where you have mind, body, and spirit, and your sound. You become one, okay? This is becoming one. When divine masculine, and I think I've shared this in another video, where with spirituality in a 3, divine masculine, divine feminine, and the Holy Spirit, you become one, okay? This is choosing who you are, okay? But I want to know, I want you guys to see, you know, you guys know I don't pull cards, and those are the ones that came out, and they just tie into the reading so beautifully. But what final messages does divine feminine need to hear at this moment, Spirit? And this is from Spirit, okay? Love who you are, okay? You are divine and wonderful, and a wonderful person, deserving of all wonderful things that life has to offer. And see, this message is for both of you. It's not just for you. Because, you know, divine femme, divine masculine, but really you have to love who you are. Anything else that they need to hear, please? And then actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions, definitely. And that calls for movement to come forward and being able to voice what you truly need to say to one another. You know, if your divine masculine is blocked, do a throat chakra meditation tonight before you go to sleep to help them open up their voice, okay? And then ask for help. So what is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself to support you what you need, okay? So don't ever be scared to ask for help. And this could be you know, asking within yourself to spirituality, and just because it is a 5, it is a spiritual change, okay? So just know that you're not alone. You're not alone because Spirit's always with you, and divine masculine is always with you, okay? So I do hope you like this reading. It's gone a little longer, but I mean, the messages are great, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Have a great night.